people ask me, what's your favorite cosplay? And my answer is almost always the same. I don't know. It changes. And it does. It's constantly changing. But I thought, wouldn't it be fun to rank my cosplays? So go through, and let me just preface this now by saying, not every cosplay is here. In fact, I thought we could actually make this a two-parter, which would be another fun incentive for me to stream this again, to stream again next week, or later in this week maybe. But let's make it a two-parter, and we have 25 cosplays over here along the side. I tried to pick my, photos I really liked of these cosplays to represent them. And you've probably seen these tier lists before. I have to say, I absolutely love watching content creators make tier lists. I think it's so much fun. I like seeing how people rank things when they do movies, and maybe eventually I'll do movies, video games, all that stuff. But I really wanted to do my cosplays. And yes, how this is going to work is S tier up here is the best, and then we have A, B, C, and D. And I know what you're thinking right now. Sarah, why would you give one of your cosplays a D? What is the criteria? What is the rubric? What is the rules? I mean, this is vibes based, so there's no real rules here on why I would give something specifically, more than the other. I'm going to rank them on how I feel about them, but as I rank them, I want you to tell me in the chat where you would rank them. And don't be like S, S, S. Don't say S for everything. We have to be fair. We have to be fair in our grading. I don't know why this turned into like a school thing, but we need to be fair when we grade these. Can I vote based on how many pieces of your costume I carry around behind you? I thought you were going to say that you made, because there's a few on here that I'm pretty sure you helped make. So all Sasha ones get ranked very high. But this is vibes based, and I will not be offended if you call something a D. I have D's in my catalog. I have things in my catalog that I don't necessarily love. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the stories behind why I'd rank them low. Because you might be like, why would you rank that so low? I love that cosplay. Well, I'll tell you my history with it that caused me to do that. Now, here's the question that I want to know in the chat. Do we start with older cosplays and work to new? Or do we do new and work to old? How do we want to do this? Or do I just start shooting from the hip and grabbing stuff and pulling it over? What do you think, chat? Let me know while I take a sip of water here. Aw, thank you so much, Tyler. Old to new, old to new. Okay. Then we're gonna be starting low and moving high. All right, let's do old to new. Maybe eventually in the middle we'll do a little random. We'll just so we get a little mixture here. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Man, now I kind of wish I would have put them all in here so we could do them all. Because I'm missing I'm looking through here and I'm missing some of the older ones that I have here that I included in the second. So I should have said this earlier. I have 50 all together. Hype train success. Oh, I got a hype chest. What the heck's that? Sorry, I got really excited. I don't know what this is. Old to new. Love your cosplays. Thank you so much. Aw, okay, all right. Let's go old. All right, so we're gonna start with one that is gonna get Sasha very upset with where I'm gonna rank it. I'm so sorry, but this is one of the oldest ones I have here. That's what y'all voted. Tifa. Now, you might be saying, Sarah, I've never even seen your Tifa. And that's because I really didn't post many photos of it because I didn't necessarily love how I looked in it. And I didn't love necessarily how I looked in it because it was way too small for me. So it was just looking a little crazy. I'm going to put Tifa, it's like a C or a D right now. I'm going to put it in C for now and see what you start saying in chat. I know there's a little delay, so I'll wait. And you tell me. Oh no, dude. That thing was structurally unsound. Thank you. Yeah, it was structurally unsound. There were a few videos that Sasha and I took that I could not post because, I want to be Tifa. I want to be punching. I want to be kicking. And I watched the video back and I'm like, there's way too much of me coming out of this costume. cannot be doing that. So that one is low for me, unfortunately. Spectre says I'm going to be extremely biased towards anything Fallout. Trust me, so am I, because it's one of my favorites. But let me know in the chat, where would you rank Tifa? And it's okay if you'd say higher because you like Tifa, but we're all, like I said, we're going vibes based, we're going experience based, and I wore the cosplay, so I have to give it a little bit of a lower grade. While you let me know that in the chat, let's see some of the other older ones I have here. C is good. Okay, good. I'm glad you agree. I'm thinking Zelda next, and I have to say, I think this Zelda one is an A. I think this is one of the best fitting costumes that I've ever purchased, that just right out of the bag, it fit me so nicely. And I'm also bumping it up higher because I made the Sheikah slate, and I've never made anything like that before. I actually made that for a different cosplay, which will be in the next round when we do the next episode of this little ranking here. But I was able to reuse it, and we love a reused item. Yeah, I think, let me know, chat. Start dropping your letters where you think where you think Zelda should land. Let me know in the chat. But I think an A makes sense. It fits so nicely. It was so fun to do that costume because I loved short hair Zelda. When that trailer for Tears of the Kingdom first debuted and she had that short hair, I was like, I gotta do this cosplay. I got to do this cosplay because she looked so cute with the short hair. And we love a short hair baddie. I know. I'm actually hoping this summer to do a proper shoot with her in the woods. That or Saria from Ocarina of Time. I feel like if we have an Ocarina of Time remake coming, Saria needs to be on my upper echelon list of upcoming cosplays that I have to do. I've always wanted to do Saria. I wanted to be her when we played it as kids. Because her name is obviously very close to mine, so I was a little biased there. But I love her little green hair and her green turtleneck. And I have an ocarina already. Like, it would be so good. Okay, I'm seeing A's in the chat. Are you able to enlarge the pictures? I don't know if I can. So we might have to figure that out for next time. I know, so you can actually see what they look like. Oh, you're watching on your phone, so that must make it much harder. Oh, can you guys not see the sidebar here that I'm like panning over? Either way, I think Zelda is going to be an A. Okay, good. It seems like everybody agrees. All right. This is going to be a tough one because, okay, we can see it, but it's tiny. Oh, it's tiny. Oh, no. Yeah, this is my first time doing a tier list here, so I might have to figure out I wonder if I can pull this over. Oh, wait. We might be able to enlarge this. Here we go. Did that make it any better? Probably not. I don't know if that helped at all. Yeah, they are a little tiny. All right. I think we need to do Mother Miranda next. And I'm tempted to give Mother Miranda an S tier because it's the cosplay I'm most proud of. Here, I'm going to scooch this back over so it's not covering the... Oops. It's the cosplay I'm most proud of. Like the actual build and making it, it's the one I put the most work into. If I were to judge it just on like looks alone, like the quality, I would probably drop it down a little bit because there are things that just did not pan out. Her big shoulder pieces, like I remade those like 3 times. It did not go the way I wanted it to, and it kind of ended up looking a little bit like football gear. Like right here. Every time I put it on, I felt like I was putting on a football, like the football, why do I want to say armor? Equipment. Football armor. So I would drop it down for that. And also the big, like kind of sash thing she wears. It's very like Pope-esque. When I was making it, I thought she kind of is giving Pope in this. But the big sash, I didn't do any of the embroidery on. And like if I were to redo the costume or bring it back, I'd probably do that. So my head wants to rank it lower, but my heart is like, you worked so hard on this. This is such a unique cosplay. Not a lot of people do Mother Miranda. You should rank it higher. So I'm thinking S. I could not see you when I replayed Village before Requiem. Yeah, I mean, you have to understand, I have that effect like when I play games and I've cosplayed, or I go to a movie and I've cosplayed the character, like I have such a kinship that it actually kind of impacts my experience kind of in an unfair way. Let me give you a perfect example. When I went to see Mortal Kombat 2 and I was wearing katana, and then the movie became, which I did not expect it to, a katana focused story. She was like pretty much the main character. I mean, you could argue that Johnny Cage was, but she was like basically the main character. I had such a kinship with her, and I truly believe if her performance had been terrible, and if her character had been, kind of like not well written, I think I still would have loved it anyways, just because I was wearing a katana costume. Like, it makes you very biased towards the character. And don't get me wrong, there have been plenty of times where I've made a costume for something and then saw the thing it came from and it wasn't quite what I was hoping. A good example of that would be Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. That's probably like the most disappointed I've ever felt seeing a movie in cosplay. I did her whole Daddy's Little Monster costume, and I made it probably a year before the movie came out, when the first images came out. I wore that to the theater. I was so hyped for that movie, and it was so bad. It was so bad. And I felt ashamed wearing it. But I had to. And I still love the costume, and I love Margot Robbie, but it's not foolproof that I'll love it if I'm wearing a thing from it, but it definitely makes you more biased. Let me check the chat here because I'm yapping. This is gonna be a yapper for sure. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you, Tyler. I hope to see you again soon too. Maybe in August at Steel City Con. But if not, I hope to see you again soon. Mortal Kombat 2 was awesome. I agree. Did y'all see Mortal Kombat 2? I had an absolute blast with it, and I think it's really impressive considering the first movie, how many different aspects of it they improved upon for the second. And there were some things that I was kind of like not too happy about. Some characters unjustly killed that I just felt really bad about because I liked aspects of the first movie. If you've seen it, Let's not spoil it for anybody in the chat. But anyways, I loved it though. I thought it was really fun. A perfect popcorn movie. It's the best you could ask for a Mortal Kombat movie. Okay. I know the feeling when I cosplayed Wolverine and went to see Deadpool Wolverine. I am the biggest advocate of go to the movie in your costume. Make it fun. Make it a spectacle. You better believe that I will be wearing my Grogu ears to the movie theater this weekend. I can't remember which day I'm going, but oh, heck yeah, I'm dressing up as Grogu, and I'm very excited for that. And I'm actually going to bring my little Grogu doll as well, because I got a popcorn bucket, and I'm like, there's just so much potential for cute photos with that. So I am all for dressing up and going to movies. Okay, let's pause the yapping and pick another costume to rank. I'm going to do, and let's just leave Mother Miranda in S for now, because we can change this too. If later I feel like there are too many things in the S tier, we can change it. Okay, let's see. Let's do Racing Suit Princess Peach. So this is the Mario Kart Princess Peach suit. I loved how I looked in this. I adored the fit. And this was a costume that was gifted to me by a company. Like, they sent it to me. And when you have a case like that, you never know what you're going to get. And it's a little scary and spooky because you're like, I have to advertise for this brand, and I don't know if this is actually going to fit me. And I have measurements that are not very typical. I like, it's hard for me. I can't just say small or large in most cases. I need things custom made. So I was very unsure of how this was going to come out. I loved how it fit. I loved how it looked. The wig I had already made for my other Princess Peach cosplay, like the classic dress, and I put it up in like a clipped ponytail because that's kind of how she has it. And I think the bangs held together very well. All of that being said, I think I'd keep this at A. I think this goes well with Zelda for all those reasons I listed before. Oh man, I'm sorry this is so tiny. I'll figure out next time how to zoom in so you can see it better, but just know Princess Peach Racing Suit is at A right now. A for Peach, y'all agree? Oh, I love it. I think you all said A before I even did. Awesome. Oh, Tyler, I met Peach's voice, Samantha Kelly, in Columbus last year, and she's following me back. That's so nice. How cool. I love hearing happy stories about meeting voice actors. Okay, we got to keep moving here. I'm going way too slow already. Let's see. Let's go to another older one. Let's do Anne Hathaway Catwoman from Dark Knight Rises. Now, this one has a special place in my heart because I think most of you know I was an extra in The Dark Knight Rises. Oh. And when I say extra, I mean I was one of like 4,000 people, and maybe not 4,000, maybe like 2,000 people in the crowd at the football stadium. So you can barely see me. I'm just a dot in a crowd, but The Dark Knight Rises means a lot to me. Okay, S tier for Catwoman. Okay. I'm sorry it's so tiny. Just know that I look fabulous. Exactly. Yes. Oh, wait, I made it big. Guys, there's a way we can do this. I didn't even mean to do it. I just hovered over it for too long. So we can go back and look at the other ones. What an exciting discovery. I feel like Miss Frizzle on the Magic School Bus, and we're on an adventure, and I'm having a magical discovery right now. I love this cosplay. I think it's an S or an A tier. What do we think? S or A for Dark Knight Rises Catwoman? I will admit, because we're being honest here, the wig is a little too long. Her hair is not this long, but this was the perfect color, and it had a really nice lace front here. You're thinking it's an A? Okay, I'm agreeing with that, because maybe it's not the top tier. Like, here, let me go back to the list here. I'm thinking, when I think S tier, I'm thinking cosplay that defines Sarah Specter, the cosplay that you know me for, the cosplay that, I'm most proud of, that when you think Sarah Specter, that's who you think of. A tier is like really, really, really good cosplay. Might not be the one you know me for, but it's really good. Okay, A. Everybody's saying A. Great. That's so cool. Yes. If you didn't know, and I actually probably should make another post about this soon because I haven't talked about it in a while. And I think we're coming up on an anniversary for The Dark Knight Rises. But yes, The Dark Knight Rises was filmed in Pittsburgh, and me and some friends were extras in it. And they filmed it at the big football stadium. And it was like in the summer, so it was like 80 degrees, but the scene is in kind of like the wintertime. It's even snowing at one point, like later in the movie. And we were all in winter coats in 80 degrees, and we had to stand in the heat in the sun for hours. It was exhausting, but obviously so worth it because it's a really cool story. And my favorite part of the whole experience that I always love to say is that we were the first people outside of the production team who made the movie to get to hear the Bane voice. Because if you remember in Dark Knight Rises, when Bane comes out on the field, he has like a little speech to the, after the disaster, after he blows up the field. And that was actually shot on the field with Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy was there. Tom Hardy was so cool. He rolled out on a tumbler and like waved to the crowd, and they were throwing shirts. Like he was, when the film wasn't filming, obviously, when the cameras were not rolling. But we were the first to hear the Tom Hardy Bane voice. And it was so funny that I cannot explain to you. They're like, okay, this is like the scene. Here comes Tom Hardy. He's going to come out. Everybody look really scared. Duck down. He just blew up the field. You got to look really scared. We're all ducking down. And you just hear, hello, Gotham City. Like, we all looked at each other like, that can't be it, right? That can't be his voice for the movie. It has to be, they're going to like modulate it. There's no way he sounds like that. Because you have to think of the context. We didn't know what Bane was going to be like at all in this movie. Like, nobody did. And that's your first, him coming out with the most grandma-ass voice. Hello, Gotham. I'm your reckoning. Like, we were so confused. It was so funny. I will never forget that. And like, now I can say I was directed by Chris Nolan, no big deal. I was in a Christopher Nolan movie. It was amazing. And And, I ended up thinking Bane was pretty great and pretty iconic. But going back, excuse me, going back to what I was saying. Now, how did I get this? Okay. I love the design of this character. This photo is great. I wore this at Three Rivers Comic Con. This is a video on YouTube where Tom Hardy, Bane, and Bane in a relationship arguing over how to take out Batman. I love that. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I wore this at Three Rivers Comic Con like 2 years ago, actually, about 2 years ago to this day. So I agree with you all. Let's put it at A. And now we know we can zoom in on these. So while we're on the topic of DC, let's talk about my black and yellow Batgirl. Here's the thing. I think black and yellow Batgirl is, I'm just going to throw this out there. We're just putting it out on the map. Oh, you're already saying S. Oh, God. Black and yellow Batgirl has got to be at least one below. How do I get back out? Purple and yellow Batgirl. Am I right? Do we all agree that purple and yellow Batgirl is absolute S tier? For me, this was the cosplay that like put me on the map, so to speak, which I'm not even on the map, whatever. But this was the cosplay that blew up first. This was the cosplay that really took off. Yeah, I think unquestionably yellow and purple Batgirl is S tier. So let's just put that up there now. By the way, this is my favorite photo of this cosplay. The Gotham Knights style lights in the background, the way it like reflects and has this nice purpley light on my face. The wig looks great. Like the action shot was great. I think this one is for sure. This is probably my favorite cosplay. Like if you were like, Sarah, what's your favorite cosplay? Purple and yellow Batgirl for sure. It's also, I feel like, a one of a kind. It's obviously not store-bought. The logo's actually cut out and ironed on. I did buy the actual like Zentai suit, the spandex suit, but everything else was added to it. So it's a one of a kind. You can't get it anywhere else. This is probably one of the cosplays I'm asked most, where I get the DMs where people say, "Can you make it for me?" It always happens right around Halloween time. People will message me, "Oh, can you make me a Batgirl costume?" No, I'm not in the business of doing that. Oh, you picked a good day to wear your Nightwing shirt. I love that. Nice. I'm a DC girly at heart. DC all the way. Trust says, I think black is better. Wow. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Black and gold or the yellow and purple? I think personally this one's better, but I want to hear what you all think. I want to hear your opinions. We could also, there's nothing stopping us from putting both at S tier. There's nothing stopping us from doing that. There's nothing stopping us, Gotham. Let's click on that and take a look again. I also just really like this pose. These were actually shot pretty much on the same street in Pittsburgh. And this little alley that we shot in was a total surprise one that I just found. We had shot in that alley with the pretty lights that I was just showing you in the purple one. And I was like, Jeff was like, "Where else do you want to shoot?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know." And I kind of just walked down the street and found this really cool corner with graffiti, and it was just so perfect. Yeah, I did the Bane voice again. I had to. S tier. Also, you think this one's S tier too? S tier due to pose. Okay. See, I wasn't factoring in the pose of the photos. I was just factoring in, my feelings on it. But I like that. Okay. I like that. I think we should make both S tier. Is this self-indulgent? Yes. But is it really fun? And I love going through my history of cosplay. Also, yes. Okay, while I'm hovering over it, Sailor Moon. Before I say anything about this one, I want to see your letters in the chat. I want to see where you think Sailor Moon ranks. Be honest. S, okay. We got one S, A, okay. S tier. Hey, first time chatter gunslinger, welcome in. A, S, okay, it's between A and S. ASS. Let me tell you a little bit about my feelings on this cosplay. S tier. This was my first exposure to you, Sarah. Oh, I have to put it in S tier then. I was thinking about giving it an S tier anyways, but here's what would knock it down for me. The, oh, what the heck do you call it? The tiara, and it is a tiara because that's what she calls it in the show, and the wig were so painful. Anytime you see someone wearing a Sailor Moon cosplay, I want you, this is my call to action, you give them a like. You like their photo, you leave a nice comment. Sailor Moon cosplayers are out there doing the most because this is such an uncomfortable cosplay. The skirt is short, the heels are often tall. These were actually very manageable and I liked wearing them. I've worn these boots in particular with like 4 different cosplays. You'll see them again very soon. But the tiara and the wig is so heavy. It's always sliding back. No matter what kind of hair you have underneath, this is an uncomfortable cosplay. So Sailor Moon cosplayers deserve the love, and always give it to them if you see them. I want to give this an S tier also because the character means a lot to me, and anytime I wear this, it feels really good. Like obviously not for my head based on what I just described, but in my heart, it feels very good. I feel like little tiny baby Sarah is very excited. Little mini Sarah, if I could meet her and go back in time and go, you get to be Sailor Moon. Like, it means a lot to me in that way. So I think I'll give it an S for that. But also the chat who said, this was your first exposure to me. You know, see, again, the top row, what defines you? Which is making me think, do we move Mother Miranda down? Does Mother Miranda not define me? Now I'm thinking about moving it down. Now that I'm looking at this row here, like, does this look better to you? Batgirl and Sailor Moon being on top, Mother Miranda in A. I'm kind of leaning towards that. Have you considered having shorter hair to make wig wearing easier? That's a great question. And it is something I have done on multiple occasions, cut my hair shorter, because I know I have a con coming up or I have something coming up where I know I'll be wearing a wig. I don't usually go any shorter than my shoulders because if I do that, I have incredibly thick hair. It is like crazy thick. You really can't tell right now because I have it in a ponytail. But if I do any shorter than my shoulders, I kid you not, I could show you the photos. Sasha could show you the photos. She could absolutely embarrass me right now. I have such a mushroom head when I have short hair. There's no way to get my hair with the thickness that I have for it to look normal if it's shorter than my shoulders. It just instantly does the bowl cut. I'm looking like Edna Mode. Like, we can't be doing that. Keep Miranda in A. Okay. I'm agreeing. I'm liking how that looks. Because I want this ranking to look good at the end of all this. I want to feel good about how it looks. And I'm liking how it is in A right now. I was worried I would feel bad because I've spent so much time working on that cosplay that it should be S, but I don't know if it's defined Sarah cosplay. Anyways, yeah, I have considered cutting my hair even shorter before, but then I think back to when I have the bowl and I'm like, yeah, no capes. Sarah's hair actually doubles in volume for each inch she trims up. So that's the other thing. My hair grows so quickly. All of these things are things that people would say are blessings. They're a curse for me. Having thick hair that grows really fast makes it really hard to not only maintain and to style, but to fit under a wig. So I like to keep it at that mid-length. If I had it down right now, it's kind of like just a little bit past my shoulders. So that's the situation with the hair. I'm very jealous of people who have less hair and cosplay because it's definitely not as hard. It's a fucking curse, especially in the summer. Thank you. Exactly. Yeah, I'm the same way. My hair is thick and grows fast. Okay, we are so cursed, all of us. And it's hard to style. Exactly. People are always like, oh, your hair must hold curl so well. It does, but it takes me like an hour and a half to curl every time I do it. So anytime you see me with curly or like wavy hair, just know that I spent like an hour and a half doing that. And I'm losing sleep to get that done. All right, what's next on the list? Let's see here. We need some lower tier ones because right now I'm feeling like 2 upper tier. But these are all so good. Like literally everything we have left is so good. this is it. This is all we have. Okay, let's do Yelena next, because I think I'm going to put Yelena at B. Oh, I forgot to click on it so you could see it. This fun story about this one. This was my first shoot with Jeff. My very first on location shoot with Jeff. And I remember when I got this photo back, I was like, my jaw hit the floor. I like when I clip this out and send this to Jeff and tell him like doing this shoot like changed my life. Not really, that's exaggerating, but it meant so much to me. It was such a fun shoot because it was a group of us doing the Black Widow family, and that was just so like fun and exciting. But he crushed it with these photos, and mind you, we are out there in the cold. It was like probably 20-30 degrees. It was freezing. But we really wanted to do something in the snow. We were making snow angels. That made it so much more fun. So the actual activity was really fun. The cosplay itself did not fit great, and you can't see it here in the photo. In fact, he may have even photoshopped this out, but the vest was really big on me. So I had to like tie it behind my back with like a hair tie essentially because it didn't fit right. So I think I'm seeing a trend here where my lower ranked ones are ones that just didn't fit me great. So I'm like, eh. And you know, that speaks to most of those are ones I bought instead of ones I made. So the ones I bought are probably going to be a little lower in general. Thank you for saying I look amazing as Yelena. I love the character. I love Yelena, and I did have interest in doing her Thunderbolt suit, but I really liked Thunderbolts. I don't know if I liked it enough to put effort into making that suit. Hopefully she has a really cool suit in the next, you know, in the next whatever movie she's in. I'm assuming Doomsday, right? Maybe. So maybe I'll do it then. We'll see. But I think this is an A or a B. I'm going to put it in B for now because we don't have any Bs right now. And on that note, to keep things moving, because how long have we been streaming? We're 40 minutes in and we have all these left. Guys, we gotta speed run here. Okay, we're gonna do a little speed run. And I'm here for your hot takes. So when I do something that you don't like, let me know in the chat. And I think I'm about to do it. I'm gonna give Black Cat Spidey suit a C or a D. And you're gonna say, Sarah, how dare you? Because I know a lot of you like this one. I don't like the wig. The mask is my Batgirl mask. So I just like recycled it. You're so upset. I knew this would be a controversial one. I just don't love this suit. You know, I don't like it. If I'm going to do Black Cat, I want to do the full Black Cat. That's my goal to one day do it. I love Felicia. I feel like it'd be a really fun if I did her full outfit. But the symbiote suit, a B minimum. Okay. How about, all right, we can bump it up to a B. What do you think, chat? It can't be higher than that because I'm just not, I hated this wig. It wasn't white enough, pale enough. And let me just say this too. Lighting changes everything because Jeff's lights were a little bit warmer. So for this shoot, and I think it made my wig look a little bit warmer toned. And I'm like, I wanted that like pale white, you know? So I think if I ever do her full like cat suit, I would want like a different wig and the full suit. I think that's how I feel. I just want to do over it with this one because I really like Felicia. I like Black Cat, but I don't like how this one looks. You can work with that? Okay. All right, we'll keep it in B. Thank you so much, Tyler. I appreciate that. Okay, that feels good. You know, Yelena and her being there is great. Let's go to another S tier. Let's just keep the ball rolling. I'm not even going to take questions or comments on this one. Rogue is S tier. I love this cosplay. And I think one of the reasons I love it, like why it's S tier for me, is because I improved it. It's had a trajectory. I had a shoot with Jeff early on. You probably know that one where I had the long hair, the long straight hair. I did not love how that one looked. I don't mind how she looks in the comics. I didn't like the wig. I didn't have the right belt. The belt was like a totally different belt. The boots were also so wrong. I wore brown boots. Y'all. Rogue does, I mean, I'm sure there's an iteration where she wears brown boots at some point, but that is not iconic Rogue. She wears yellow boots. So, and I love Rogue. She's like my favorite X-Men character, probably, or at least close to the top, like top 3. I really wanted to redo this. And so it's gone through iterations. And this wig is everything. I am obsessed with this wig. I love how it came out. I styled the bangs, and that took a lot of work. And the bangs are everything when it comes to Rogue and like the 90s vibe. The bangs need to be banging. They need to have a lot of volume and life. And I remember, and Sasha can attest to this, I brought this cosplay to KatsuCon, obviously not this year, maybe the year before, the last time we went. And, you know, I always bring a couple costumes to KatsuCon, but I brought this one and I wore it, and this is the one I got stopped in the most. And I was so confused by that. I'm like, this one didn't take hardly any effort. And like, I wore so many other intricate, like hard, like cosplays that I worked so hard on. And then this is the one that I kept getting stopped in, and people really complimenting the wig. Like really enjoying the wig. So that's the one that I'm like, well, I guess it's a fan favorite. We do civilian rogue cosplay, sorry. I would love to do that. I have so many different rogue cosplays I'd love to do. Oh my god. Sasha, did you put that in the chat before I even said that? And hello, JBS. Sorry. I'm yapping so much and not looking at chat. I'm so sorry, everybody. Yeah, I really love this costume. It makes me happy. I feel good wearing it. I do the little sugar voice, and I got to meet the voice of Rogue, and she loved it, which that meant so much to me. So this one is a S tier, Define Sarah. You put it in chat, but it was probably at the same time because of the delay. That's so funny. I love it. So I feel like this is looking pretty good right now. How do we feel, chat? Do we like how this is looking? S tier, we got Batgirl, both Batgirls, Sailor Moon, and Rogue. I feel like that's on the money. For sure. Pink and black dress. Oh yeah, that would be really cool. All right, let's see. We're speed running. What's next? Let's do Lucy from Cyberpunk. Chat, where do you think Lucy from Cyberpunk should rank? I'm gonna wait again because I don't. For some here, let me click on it so y'all can see it. Some of this I'm like, I want to hear your thoughts before I put mine out. Okay, S, no question. A, okay. A for sure. All right. A lot of A's. I know nothing about Cyberpunk, so A, okay. That's all right. Your makeup on this. Thank you. That one was she has really dark red under her eyes, which it's really funny because it makes sense in the anime and it looks good. But then when you do it on a real person, you're like, oh, I look cracked out. I look like a crazy person if I put a ton of red under my eyes. I look more like a zombie. I don't think I've seen this one before. S. What? You've never seen this one? I need to post this one more. If you haven't watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners on Netflix, I think it's on Netflix, please do yourself a favor and watch it. It is an emotionally destroying anime. Like, you will be destroyed by the end of it, but it's a beautiful love story, and if you like anything that's like cyberpunk aesthetic, oh, mwah, chef's kiss. Beautiful animation. And Lucy is such a cool character. She's just so cool. I love the way this one fit. It's another one where right out of the bag it fit perfectly, which is so very rare. So I think most people said A, but some S's. Let's put it in A for now, and maybe we can bump it up. I watched Berserk and I think I can handle it. If you watch Berserk, yes, you can handle Cyberpunk for sure. And again, you don't have to have played the game. You can just you don't have to have played the game to enjoy the show. Your Fallout ballroom dress from... Oh, thank you so much. Now, let's go ahead and go to Fallout. Where do we think Fallout should rank? I'm very torn on this one because I mean, I have a couple different Vault suits and looks, but I wanted to do the look from the show, the Vault 33 suit that I kind of made my own original character for. I feel like this is a cosplay that really took off, and in video format specifically. There was a period in time where I went from like, I gained like 15,000 followers on TikTok just from Fallout content. I'm really close to 70,000, by the way. So if you're not following me on TikTok, please follow me on TikTok and help me get to 70K. I'm like seriously like 200 away. So, but this one really took off on TikTok. And I made a lot of really silly, goofy, fun Fallout content, which was really fun. S tier, S tier. Oh, hi, Miss Sarah. I love your Katana cosplays. Hi, Melina. We'll do Katana next. So stay tuned. We'll do that one in a second here. I refuse to get the app, so yeah, I totally understand that. And actually, I haven't been using TikTok very much, but I think a lot of people found me from this cosplay. S, the hair, the makeup, yeah. I'm thinking this one is an S2, strictly on, we all know how much I love Fallout, but I also think it's a Sarah defining cosplay. I think a lot of people know me from the Fallout content, so, or found me through that, so I kind of think we got to put S tier for this one. And while we're on that note, Katana, while we're on that note, I think we have to put Katana in S tier. What do we think? There's so many S tiers right now, and I feel like I'm being very self-indulgent, but I'm kind of feeling like Katana has to be S tier. This is another one, same story as Fallout, where the fan trick is everything. I got so many followers just from those couple videos. Flawless victory, yes, S plus 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 plus. I kind of agree. I think this is like top 3 of my best cosplays. And oh my gosh, who do we have to thank for that? Everybody give it up. Claps in the chat for Sasha. I don't think a lot of people know this. Sasha got me this cosplay for my birthday. That's how this cosplay came to be. Will you ever do Melina? Maybe. I feel like it'd be so much fun to attempt the makeup, like, and the mouth, but that's like a whole thing, so I don't know. Did you use a string and made the cosplay doing that? Yes. So I put a tutorial. I think I have it pinned. Oh no, I moved it because I pinned all my Supergirl stuff. But I have a tutorial where I show how I did it, and essentially I held the one side of the string. It's a retractable like badge string. Held one side here, wrapped it around my body, and then I fan myself and throw it. So it's already wrapped around my body, and I think that's the part that confuses people because they would assume the wire should be in front of me, but it's around the back, and that's what kind of creates the illusion, and I throw it. It has been so much fun taking this fan trick on the road, doing it at PGX on stage, which I cannot tell you all how scared I was to do that because it's a room of like 100+ people, and they were introducing us as judges. And I can't tell you how many times I've done this trick and it doesn't work because the fan gets twisted or doesn't go around right. So I had one shot to do it right on stage. Just one shot. Yes, you can, Mom Spaghetti, Eminem, you can do all that, joking. But it worked flawlessly, flawless victory. Doing it on stage, bringing it to Katsucon and doing it there. Doing it in my backyard, like I've done it all over the place, and like that has made this so much fun. Oh yeah, when I was showing how to do the trick, I was breaking kayfabe. I really actually didn't want, I'm telling you, when I first posted the video, I really didn't want to. I didn't want to reveal the trick and how I got it done. But the first video that got 1 million views was awesome. It was awesome to get 1 million views. But the amount of comments asking was getting so annoying to the point where I was like, I understand now why a magician would give away their tricks because everybody asking constantly is very annoying. The comment just popping up constantly and I was like, I also thought to myself, this is a great content opportunity because if I do this and I can show people how to do it so they can do it too. And then Jill and I made that really fun video where we were in our witch costumes and we did it because it was right around that time. A little bit after that, so that was really fun. I'm also all for not gatekeeping. I'm like, if you want to make your katana video, like when I see other people doing it, and I've been tagged in other people's videos with like, and their videos get a million views, and people, some people message me and be like, she stole your trick, and I'm like, there's no stealing, there's no gatekeeping. I don't need credit. I am certainly not the first person to do this fan trick. I'm sure other people have. I saw sort of a similar thing, but it wasn't a fan that somebody did it with, and that's kind of where I got the idea. So like, no gatekeeping. I'm all for people trying and doing it themselves. The more katanas, the merrier. All right, now you got to do a loosey cover in your vein impression. Oh no. I can't even do it. You're cracking me up, chat. I can't even do it. Mom, spaghetti. Vomit on my sweater already. Okay, let's keep going. It's not stealing, it's tactically acquiring. That's exactly right. I think we all agree S tier. Okay, let's do a weird one and do Han Solo. I'm actually really interested to hear what you all would rank Han Solo as. Well, let me click on it. I keep forgetting to click on it. This is so brand new. This one was just from this year. This was another awesome opportunity where a brand sent me a costume, and I never had any plans. I never had any plans to do a Han Solo costume, but I loved working with this brand, and I was like, sure, let me give it a shot. And then I really loved how it looked. I posted that one video of like all the different Star Wars May the 4th be with you costume ideas, Padme, Leia, and Han Solo. And I thought, wow, I think people are really going to like Padme. I could not have been more wrong. Everybody liked the Han Solo look. Everybody liked, I was shocked. I'm like, what is it? I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people seem to have conflicted feelings about being attracted to Han Solo. It's one of those. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a little bit lower. I couldn't believe the amount of people who were like thirsting over Han Solo in my DMs. Will Lady Dimitrescu be at the con? Do you mean like Three Rivers? No. I have no plans to bring Lady Dimitrescu to a con anytime soon, but she will be on this list eventually. Top favorite cosplays from you are Katana number 1, Supergirl. We haven't even gotten to Supergirl yet. We'll get to that in a minute. Pink Ranger number 3. We got her on the list too. We need to add her here. I will, now this is kind of a good segue based on everything we were just talking about. I will be wearing, I guess I'm announcing this now, the Pink Ranger, Kimberly, to Three Rivers Comic Con. I haven't picked which day yet because I'm going to bring 2 costumes. But Kimberly will make another appearance. Since Jeff will be there, I'm going to shoot my Kimberly with Jeff. So, ta-da! You will have Jeff photos of my Kimberly costume. Yay, how exciting. So we'll have new photos of that. And that's actually, if you were on my Instagram story today and you saw me posting that wig where I was like, is the color of this good? That's why, because I'm planning to do a wig for that. Because I really don't want to do my hair for Three Rivers Con, and I think it'll look better in photos if I have hair similar to hers. I'm telling y'all right now, Supergirl belongs in S tier. We're getting there. But I agree. I know I saw some A's, I saw some B's. I think because we don't have a lot of B's right now, let's put it in B. Never tell me the odds. Just tell me where you'd rank my Han Solo costume. Okay. Let us see here. Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat here. You guys have been so active in the chat. Thank you for hopping on a Sunday night when I had no plans to do this. I've wanted to do this for so long, but I typically stream games, so it took me a minute to figure out how I could stream the actual tier list for y'all to see. Just make sure you let the Wookiee win. If I had a Chewbacca cosplay, that would be S tier. Which actually, if I were to do anything like that, like a new Star Wars cosplay, I want to do an Ewok so bad. Y'all don't even understand how badly I want to be an Ewok. Where's my little... I have a little wicket somewhere in here. Yub Nub for life. I love Ewoks. Okay. Yub Nub indeed, exactly. While we're talking... we gotta skip around a little more because I can't do all S tier. Like, this is getting tough, guys. Like, everything we have left is S tier. So let me see where y'all think my girl here should rank. Where do we think? Um, why can't I? Melania. Why am I blanking on her freaking name? Childslayer had real Ewok energy, exactly. S tier for work and effort alone. Thank you. I agree with the helmet. My only wish with this one is that the blade color matched. I think that was a miss for me. That I if I wear this one again, I want to do a couple different things. I want to repaint the sword, and I want to do the actual like arm. She's got like kind of the rot, the scarlet rot. I want to make the arm look all messed up. I want to give it S tier just because I know Sasha wants me to give it S tier. I've been saving my vote. Okay, Sasha, we'll put it S tier just for you. You got your ass handed to her. Yes, exactly. She's amazing. And the helmet was so cool. Sasha, I have to put it now here just for Sasha. It has to go in S tier for Sasha. Maybe we'll drop it down to A tier eventually once we make the full list, but I'm putting it up here for Sasha. This is going to be tough. I don't know if y'all are looking at the rest of the list here, but the rest of the list is all A tier quality. Oh, let's do Supergirl since somebody mentioned it. I'm going to argue for A tier for Supergirl. And you're going to say, no, Sarah, this has got to be S tier. And I know somebody already did in the chat. And please convince me why you think that this should be S tier. But, oh, you're sarcastic and fighting S tier. It's got to be S tier. I don't know. So I'm going to have my other Supergirl one in here, and I think the classic one I did is definitely S tier. I love this costume. I just have weird feelings about this one right now. I'm just going to air my grievances. Y'all don't mind, do you? S tier. You look like Supergirl. Oh, all right. Okay, y'all convince me. I'll put it in S tier. I have mixed feelings on this one right now because I'm just... S tier, and if you say B tier, I will Call of Duty. I'm so sorry. Okay. It's going to S tier. I'm so sorry. Okay, hands are up. We're putting her in S tier. Y'all are gonna use laser vision if I don't. This is the first cosplay I saw you on Instagram. Aw, that's so sweet. I'm like really mad that the algorithm is not pushing this one. I think Cash and I, Captain Cash, who is the Superman, he was the Lobo in this photo set with me. We worked so hard on these. And I'm just so mad that Instagram is like nuking the reach on these photos. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why. But they're just not performing well. And I'm like, it's definitely not the costume and it's definitely not the character because you all know I did the other Supergirl costume that I actually made that has like the iron-on logo and it was kind of like the classic Supergirl with the longer wig. That one popped off. But for some reason, my Millie Alcock one is just not doing it. And here's the thing. I shouldn't be ranking these based on how they perform for other people. It should be how I feel at the end of the day. And I just don't know. I love the suit. I don't know if I love how it looked on me. I loved wearing my natural hair with it. So I think I just needed to let this one sit a little bit. Regardless, I will put it in S tier though because y'all had such strong feelings. You're making me feel better about it if that means anything. Aw. When I will repost all your amazing cosplays. Aw, thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet. All right, we'll put it in an S tier. We're putting it in S tier. Now this next one, I'm not even going to allow your opinion to sway me. You don't get to sway me on this one. Austin Powers is S tier and I do not care. I do not care. Austin Powers is S tier and there's nothing you can do about it. Do we not agree? Do we not agree? S tier for life. I made so many men question themselves because they said, why am I attracted Why am I attracted to awesome powers? Yeah, baby, yeah. Exactly. Ooh, Velma is S tier. Oh, I have strong feelings about Velma, and I don't think you're gonna like it. She's a bit lower on my list, but she's actually gonna be in the next episode. Cause man, we are already Whoa, we have been going for over an hour. I did not mean to do that, but we're gonna finish this out. We're gonna finish this out. We're gonna do these 25. And if you weren't here for the beginning of the stream, just to reiterate, we're ranking 25 here today. Which let's see how many. We don't have too many more to go. 25 here today, or at least it's close to 25. And then we're going to have another 25. So essentially, we're ranking Sarah's 50 top cosplays. And I'm pretty sure I've done more than 50, but whatever else I've done is like barely a cosplay. So we're doing 50 cosplays in total, and we're going to break it up into 2 episodes. The stream tonight, and then we're going to do it again. And if y'all are enjoying this, let me know. In the comments on YouTube, but also here in the chat if you're like, please keep doing this is really fun, or please don't do this, go back to playing a game. Let me know. I want to know what you think. Okay, Awesome Powers is S tier. This was one of the most fun cosplays to wear, period. Like, I love a silly cosplay. I love running around and being goofy. I also loved hyping up all the women at the con because I had so many girlfriends there who I could just be like hyping them up. And I was getting chased around the con, Austin Powers style, which was so much fun. It was the best. I love a good silly cosplay, and this one definitely fits that category. So S tier. All right, moving right along. Y'all, I think Sue Storm is going to be an S tier. I think we got another S tier on our hands. I think people really love this one. And tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you think this is an A or B tier, I want to know the truth. I want to know the truth. If you're like, Sarah, I don't really like this version of Sue Storm that you did, I'm not going to be offended. I want to know how you really feel. So we can bump it down. Oh, thank you. I swear I didn't do this for you guys to compliment the cosplays. I did it because I wanted to go down memory lane and, talk about some things you might not know. Oh, here's a little fun fact while you chime in the chat and let me know what you think for the ranking of this one. This photo here is my least favorite of the Sue Storm photos. I actively dislike this photo. And it's also simultaneously the best performing Sue Storm photo I posted to date. The first time I posted this photo, it got like 5,000 likes, had like a crazy amount of reach. And I was this close to not posting it. I almost never posted it. I think it was the last Sue Storm photo I posted. I waited, I went through all the Jeff photos I had of this one, and this was the last one. I just hated how my face looked. I hated my little smirk expression. I just didn't like it. I thought it looked unnatural. I'm being very honest and vulnerable here. I really don't like close-ups on me because I just don't like how my face looks. I'm too critical of myself, and I don't like the one piece of hair that's like a little in front of my eye. I instantly, as soon as I got this photo back, I was like, no, I wish I could have just brushed it back. And yeah, I could have asked Jeff to Photoshop it, but I didn't want that. I didn't want to make him do any extra work. So I hated this photo when I first got it. And then I posted it, and I was like, well, clearly I see myself completely different from how everyone else sees me, because everybody really liked this photo. They liked this photo a lot more than the other photos from this set. So yeah, this was just not my favorite one. And I think that's a funny story and a good lesson to be learned, that even if you're like, man, I don't know if I like how I look in this, somebody else might, and somebody else might be into your photo or into your work. Like, don't be so hard on yourself, Hey, Simon, welcome in. Aw, thank you so much. That's my little funny story about this one. But anyways, let me scroll up in the chat here. I think you all said S, right? Did we all agree? Sue Storm, triple S, Sue Storm S rank. So this is looking we're looking a little top heavy right now in the best of ways. Oh, goodness gracious. It's so funny. Poor Tifa down here. Tifa down here in the C section. She's just, she's so lonely down there. I'm sorry, Tifa. Okay. Pink Ranger. Where do we think the Pink Ranger lands? I've already said I'm going to be wearing this at Three Rivers Comic Con. Really excited for that. I'm going to be wearing a wig though, so it'll look a little different from this photo. So yeah, where do we think S tier? Okay, S tier, S. Okay, everybody's saying S tier for the Pink Ranger. This was another unexpected hit this year. I've always wanted to do the Pink Ranger, like for a really long time, but it's really hard to find a good quality suit for an adult. You know, they make a lot of kid suits. And once again, just like the Han Solo one that we ranked a little bit earlier, this is one where a brand reached out to me and said, hey, we'd love to send you a Power Ranger suit. And I said, I'll take it, of course. And this one, I gotta say, is like wearing pajamas. It is so comfortable. And we've talked a lot about comfort tonight. We've talked about like the importance of comfort with a cosplay. And this one is just the best. And it fits really nice. It's not too tight. I can move a lot, as you saw. I can kick very high in it. I have a couple things on here that I have replaced since this photo has been taken. So I've improved upon it already. And we've talked about how I'm ranking ones a little bit higher that I feel like I've improved on, because that's kind of a fun factor. And the number one thing here being the gloves. You know, not to poo-poo on the brand, but the gloves that this came with were just not it. And I actually gave them that feedback. Anytime a brand sends me something, I'm very honest with my feedback to them. I'm like, thank you so much. Love this. Here's the things that I would change, you know, to make this better for cosplayers or better for whoever's buying it. And the gloves here were like really big for some reason, like massive. The belt was also too small, so I had to make the belt myself. So I have a brand new belt for this costume that I'll have at Three Rivers. And I have my little fun gun and my helmet. So those were some extra add-ons I got for this. So yeah, I think this is going to be an S tier. Based on everything you said in the chat and just how I feel about it. It's probably, let me look at the lineup. This is probably my favorite cosplay so far of 2026. Of all my new cosplays so far this year. What am I forgetting? Is there something else I've done this year that was really good? Like, that was new this year? Han Solo was fun. Chucky was kind of like just a revamped one. I think the Pink Ranger is my favorite new cosplay so far this year. Yeah. And I think the chat does too. We have 4 left to go, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing, class? What are we thinking? I think we should go to, I think these are all going to be, it's going to be really hard to not make them all S tier. And I'm going to go with one first that I know for a fact has to be S tier. Gem from Tron. S tier, period. This was like the birth of this pose. This pose that I've done 1,000 times. That I love so much. That I do in every single cosplay. It's my real hair, which I'm really proud of. That I found myself able of doing this. Yep, S, no question. The makeup I was really proud of too. It's really hard to achieve that dark makeup look that she has and have it not look insane. Like, her eyebrows are like solid black, but her hair is white blonde. And that can look really weird if you don't do it right. Because typically someone with blonde hair does not have dark eyebrows. So like little details like that, I feel like make this cosplay really cool. It was very hard to wear, and that's why I haven't worn it more than that one con I wore it to for these photos. But you all know how much Tron means to me. It's very meaningful to me and Sasha because of Kingdom Hearts. I think I've told this story before, but my introduction to Tron was Kingdom Hearts 2. That's how I found out about Tron. And then we went back and watched, Sasha and I watched the original movie. Do you remember that, Sasha? Let me know in chat if you're still here. Yeah, we watched that, and then I was like, this is like one of my favorite movies. I love this so much. And then Tron Legacy came out, and I was like, this is my whole personality. Like, I'm making this my entire personality. The Daft Punk score is my favorite movie score ever, period. And I wanted to cosplay Jem for so long because she's just so cool. She's just such a cool original character. Oh yeah, we got it from like Blockbuster. Yeah. Like we rented it. We rented it. Which is funny because that wasn't even like in the Blockbuster era when you think about when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. But the area we lived in still had like Blockbusters, still had like video stores. And I don't know about you, but I really miss video stores. I loved going to a video store and picking out a movie on a Friday night. It was the best. But yeah, so I think this is another S tier. I love this cosplay. It's also a unique cosplay that I don't see a lot of people do, and for that, it raises it up a little bit for me too. Alrighty, I think next let's do Miranda from Mass Effect 2. This was, I think, my favorite new cosplay of last. Oh no, I can't say that because Katana was last year too. Last year there were a lot of new bangers, a lot of new cosplays that were bangers. So I would say of last year, of 2025, Katana was my favorite, and then Miranda was my second favorite. I love the way this one fit. It was another one where I didn't know what it was going to be. Oh, constant bangers. Thank you. Okay, I'm seeing S tier, S tier. Okay. I want to say this. I'm very proud of the belt. And you're going to say, why, Sarah? It's just a belt. Do you understand when the designers of this game made this belt, how insanely impractical this is? Like, this belt is designed in the most impractical way. It looks cool. I love the way it hangs from the hips, like, but it is so awkward to put on and to wear. But I'm really proud of the belt and how it turned out because it didn't come with the cosplay. And Travis helped me with this. So if you're watching, thank you, Travis. But I like the wig. I like the cosplay in general. And I loved shooting it at Space Bar, one of the coolest locations in Pittsburgh. And it just fit this vibe so perfectly. It felt like I was in the Citadel. And I just felt like I looked good. I felt like I looked good, you know? Like, I just want to say that there are a lot of times where I do a photo shoot and you know, I'm pretty self-conscious and I walk away and I'm very hard on myself on how I present myself, how I look. When I'm actually doing a photo shoot, the entire time I'm thinking about how I look and being like, oh no, like just being so hard on myself. And this was one where I got the photos back and I was like, I actually achieved how I wanted to look. I was very happy with that. And I'll say one more thing before I go to a different one. I really love in this photo in particular, I don't know if you're watching on your phone, it's probably hard to see, but the red and the blue light, which is so Mass Effect coded. Like the color scheme of Mass Effect is red and blue. And the lights just really pop in this one, the way it kind of like silhouettes the body and in all the photos from this one. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate that. So this one, do we say S tier? Do we want to say S tier? I may eventually bump it down to A just because, holy crap, everything's an S tier. But it's so top heavy right now. It's so bad. Poor Tifa down here at the bottom of the upside down pyramid. All right, we got two bangers left too. Let's save Captain Marvel for last, but where do we think this lovely lady lands? Once again, I'm gonna wait. I want to hear what you think in chat. Before I rank this myself, I want to hear what you have to say. So let me know in chat what you think this one should be. I see an A. Madeline Pryor. An S tier. An A. Okay. Avengers level Inferno threat. This is Madeline Pryor, the Goblin Queen. She's in the X-Men. She's kind of like an alternate universe Jean Grey. Not alternate universe. She's like a clone essentially, but she's a baddie. She's a bad girl. And I love this cosplay. I love the way it fit. I love the way it looked. I love how I feel when I'm wearing it. I love anytime I get to be evil. It is so much fun. That's, I think, why I love Mother Miranda so much. Like, I love getting to play the bad guy, the bad girl, Mr. Sinister version of a Lifetime movie. Exactly. I love the wig I picked out for this one. I think it really pops. And I love this photo. This is my favorite photo of this cosplay. It's kind of hard to see because it's all black here, but and I really want to reshoot this one with Jeff because I think I need to do it in like a cathedral type environment. Like, wouldn't that be so cool? Some kind of like cathedral in Pittsburgh, doing it outside. Oh, Big Ben, first time chatter saying S tier. Well, now I feel like I have to give it an S tier for a first time chat. But I really love this one and I felt so cool in it. And it's another one where I was shocked that it didn't pop off more on Instagram. It just didn't. And I don't know, maybe Instagram nuked it because it's showing a lot of, cleavage and a little bit of thigh. So maybe it didn't do well because of that. But this one, I thought this is going to be a banger. When I posted this, my first set from this, I thought this is going to be a favorite costume for people. And it just did kind of meh. It just did meh. And once again, I've said this a few times, but it's not all about that. We don't need the likes. We don't need all the other stuff. It's really, at the end of the day, just how I feel wearing it and the fun I get to have doing it. But I was kind of surprised this one didn't pop off more. S for the win, chat. Okay, all right. We'll do S. I mean, I appreciate you chatting for the first time. You get an S for that, no matter what. And unfortunately, to make this even more difficult, I think Captain Marvel has to be an S as well. Don't we think Captain Marvel should also be an S? I think a lot of people found me through this costume. I think it's Sarah Spector defining. Like, this costume defines me. This would be in my top 5 favorite cosplays. This was also the perfect day. Let me set the scene for you. I had a week off from work and I was doing all sorts of fun things. It was my birthday week. I went and got my hair cut, which is funny since earlier we were talking about getting your hair cut for cosplay because it's so hard to fit my hair under wigs. So the day of this photo shoot, the exact day this photo shoot happened, I went and got my hair cut. And Jill and everybody in my life was like, Sarah, why would you take that risk? What if you don't like the haircut? That's crazy. But I had faith that my stylist was going to do me right. And she did. I mean, I think the results speak for themselves. I love how my hair looked in this photo shoot. And she styled it too. So having that kind of like curly wave and having it be like golden was very important to me because that's kind of how she looks in the comics. But I also still wanted it to look like me, And I just love this suit. It's like the Miranda one. I feel like it fits just right. I feel good in it. And I love Captain Marvel so much. The character means so much to me. The movie means so much to me. Higher, further, faster. Exactly. And I kind of miss wearing it. I really enjoyed the Marvels. I thought it was so much fun. But I would love to see more Carol. I would love to see more Brie Larson. And I just love Captain Marvel so much. Sarah, when will you do a Rescue Pepper Potts cosplay or Captain Carter cosplay? I would love to do a Pepper Potts would be really fun. That would definitely be fun. I feel like I feel like we need a new Pepper Potts. Is that bad? Is that bad? I don't want to do Gwyneth Paltrow Pepper Potts. I don't know. I'm in a weird place with Marvel right now. I mean, I love Marvel, and I loved Daredevil Born Again. If you've been following me on my story, I talked about that a ton. I thought the second season was so good. Yeah, so I'm in a weird place with Marvel. I don't know what Marvel thing to cosplay next. Black Widow, I've never officially done a Black Widow. I mean, I did Yelena, so it's from Black Widow, but it isn't Black Widow. But yeah, doing a like classic Natasha would be really fun, like from the comics, with kind of like the bigger hair, so not the ScarJo version. Yeah. Kingpin got over as a monster heel. Oh, he was so good. Second season was awesome. If you haven't watched it yet, see, I really did not like the first season of Born Again. I did not like it, and I was ready to give up on it. And because I love the original Daredevil show on Netflix. That first season of Daredevil on Netflix is some of the best superhero content, period. It's so well done, and just really gut-wrenching and good. And so when it came to Disney Plus, I was really excited, but boy, did I not like that first season. I thought it was lifeless. It did not have the energy of what happened in the Netflix show. And they somehow brought it back around and just killed it with the second season. It was awesome. Okay. What do we think? I think we should go S tier. So here we go. Here is our glorious chart of our first, I think it's about, like I said, 25 ranking Sarah's cosplays. What do we think, everybody? Did we have fun doing this today? Did we have fun randomly ranking Sarah Spector's cosplays? Let's go through the list, because there were some we didn't zoom in on. I don't even want to zoom in on this one, but now you can see a little bit up close the Tifa. And for anybody who wasn't here, the reason that Tifa got a little bit of a lower ranking is because this one was just super uncomfortable to wear. It did not fit me right. I was falling out of it. It was just not good. So poor Tifa is at the bottom of the list. But she's a C. And maybe I'll revisit and do Tifa again someday. We'll see. And I will say this. It was really, 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 really fun to wear this with Sasha, because she was dressed as Aerith. So it was worth it just for that, just to fool around in an Airbnb and wear it for that. Okay. Next, Yelena. She's a B. She's cute, but she's a B. And then I really didn't like this one. I was kind of harsh on it, wasn't I? And everybody was so shocked. This was the one where I feel like we had different opinions on. But again, if you weren't here earlier, my reasoning is that I want to do the full Felicia cosplay someday. So this one was kind of underwhelming because of that. Like, I need to do the full one. I don't really like how the wig looked in this. The suit is So I want to do a full Black Cat someday. So that's why I ranked it a little bit lower. I think it's just not up to par for a great Felicia cosplay. Can we move that Black Widow sister to A? Okay, you know what? Let's look. All right, you want to get her up to A? I like your thinking, Melina. I'm moving her up, sis. Let's do it. We'll put her in A for now. Because you know what? It's also a good photo. We got to give Jeff some credit here. He did some great magic here. So I agree with you. Let's bump it up to A. And then Han Solo, we put in a B, which I think is valid. I don't think Han Solo needs to be an A. It's an okay cosplay. And I don't understand the hype for it, but I appreciate it. Sometimes people will really surprise you. And everybody really surprised me with their strong reaction to being attracted to Han Solo. All right, going through the rest of the list, we put Zelda in A, which I think still is a good place for her. Dang, my butt looked good in this one. I'm just going to say it. These pants are so flattering. I loved this one. And we really love the Sheikah Slate. That was great. Mother Miranda. Oh, geez, I love this photo too. You can really see all the detail up close to. Once again, I made this whole headdress here. It took a really long time, and it was one of my biggest cosplay efforts ever. But yeah, she's in an A. I had her in S originally. We bumped her down, and I think that's okay because we have so many in S right now. In my opinion, I don't think any of them are below an A. Oh, thank you, Big Ben. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that. And then we have, Princess Peach here, who, now that I'm looking at the photo up close, I do love this cosplay. We can still leave it at an A because I don't think it's an S tier. But boy, do I love this cosplay. I love how it looks. And what a cool, honestly, design for her. I like this design for her much more than the Mario Kart World one, which is super cute and I would still do someday. But this suit is just classic. I love it so much. Admitting your attraction to Han Solo isn't nearly as bad as Cartman. Okay, thank you for the reminder, Scotty, that I need to put Cartman in the next round. When we do this, our second round of this, I need to put Cartman in. Okay. Oh, Nurse Joy isn't even in here yet. So just again to clarify, if you didn't see a cosplay I've done here, we're gonna do a round 2, and we're gonna keep this tier list as is, and then we're gonna add to it with the new photos. But we're just splitting it up because otherwise this stream would be like 3 hours long, which I'm sure some of you would stick around for. But I got shows to watch. I got Euphoria to watch, and I gotta do laundry. We gotta do things. Okay. And then Catwoman here, also an A, not necessarily S tier, but belongs in A because it's a meaningful cosplay to me. All right. And then we have, oh no, Lucy. Can't forget Lucy. She's here in A too, which y'all bumped her up a good bit and I appreciate that. And then we'll quickly go through, let's go this way through it. Okay. Captain Marvel is S tier. Goblin Queen S tier, Miranda S tier. I'm like firing off shots here. Gem S tier, Pink Power Ranger S tier, Sue Storm S tier. Austin Powers, yeah, baby, S tier. Never gonna be lower than S tier. Supergirl, she's got the S on her chest. Did anybody make that joke and I missed it? I'm sorry if you made that in the chat. She already got the S on her chest. She had to be an S. Melania, also S tier. Just Sasha, just because of Sasha and all of our love for Elden Ring alone. Katana, S tier. Biggest hit of last year. Everyone loves it. The fan throwing, it'll never stop. Gotta love Katana. And then our Fallout OC. Fallout, people found me through Fallout. You gotta crawl out through the Fallout, baby. You gotta put it in S tier. Rogue, this is like my favorite photo of this cosplay. One of my favorite cosplays. She is as a character S tier and as a cosplay S tier. Oops, I accidentally exited. Sailor Moon, once again, another S. She's gotta stay there. She just makes my heart so happy when I wear her, so she's S tier. And then last but not least, we got our two Batgirls. The black and yellow, Pittsburgh represent black girl, kind of the classic one. And then my ultra defining cosplay, this is my favorite cosplay, the one that I think says Sarah Spectre the most. And you know, I haven't worn her in a while, but she's just the classic. She is just the standard, the bar, S tier, yellow and purple Batgirl. We did a great job, chat. You did a great job. Thank you to everybody who subscribed today. Don't forget, again, you can subscribe using your Prime, your free Prime subscription, so you never have to see an ad. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, I was not expecting to do this today, and I had the idea a while ago, but I just started playing in with it this afternoon. I was like, you know what? I'm already in my office. I already have this all set up. Let's just do it. So maybe we'll make Sunday nights a thing, since it seems like a lot of y'all are available on Sunday nights. And I, if I don't do this one next Sunday, I'll try and do it on a weekday, and I'll post on my Instagram story. So make sure you're following me on Instagram to find out when I'm going live next, so we can do the next 25 photos. Oh, I think there's going to be some rough ones, because I kind of have most of my bangers already up here in the top and S tier. I think my lower tier ones are going to be I think we're going to fill out the bottom half of this in the next round, which is kind of fun because we can talk about where it all began, where some of these cosplays started and where they are now, and how we all feel about them. And there might be some in there that some of y'all have never seen, because I'm going to go into the archives, and I've already pulled out a few. I'm talking back in my Overwatch days. Remember when we used to play Overwatch? and Yonder back then. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and voting and helping me make this little list. This was so much fun. I love doing tier ranking lists. If you're watching on YouTube, because I'm going to post this later, why didn't you watch it live? Why didn't you subscribe to me on Twitch? Why don't you follow me on Twitch so you get notified when I go live, so you don't have to watch after the fact? And then you could be here in the chat like Melina and Sarcastic Spidey Jerk and Scotty and Trask and all these people and Sasha tuning in and leaving really lovely comments, and I can speak to what you have to say. I can tell you if I think your ranking is good or not. So before I do the next video, make sure you follow me over on Twitch too. So yeah. All right. I'm going to wrap it up now, and I'm going to save this so we don't lose it, so we have it, we can continue our work class. Good job, everyone. Everybody gets an S today. Not just an A, but an S. I am exposing you. Good job, everybody. All right. I hope you have a lovely Sunday evening and a great start to your week. I just had such a good idea. I was about to say, I'm helping you fight off the Sunday scaries. Maybe we make this Sunday night stream the Sunday Scary Sari stream. The Sunday Scary Sarah stream. So every Sunday night I can help you fight off the Sunday scaries, because everybody dreads Monday morning, right? I know I do. So let me help you fight that. And also, oh yeah, one more thing. If you're like, oh man, I don't want the stream to end, I have so much video content over on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel and just put me on in the background. If I can be the content you have on in the background and fall asleep to, I'd be honored. Because every time you just leave one of my videos playing in the background, I'm getting that sweet YouTube ad money. So leave leave my videos on in the background if you're like, I need white noise when I go to sleep. Let me be your white noise. I would love to be that. 13 episode order. Now, I mean, I will do tier lists all day. That's so much fun. I love it. Keep doing what you're doing in life. Oh, thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. And Sasha, I will text you when we get off here. But thank you so much, everyone. Have a good Sunday night. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.